Hello, YouTube. This is Jake McCormick here, and today I just wanted to make this video like I said I would. Since 2021 is in the past, we're going to talk about some things that have happened to me during 2021. Even though I should have made this video kind of like at the end of 2021, but to me, it's like maybe just talk about it when 2022 comes around, when the new year comes. We're just gonna. This is gonna be divided into two parts. Part one. Sorry about that. Part one. Today, we're gonna talk about the bad stuff that, well, it wasn't like bad, just wasn't that great for me. And there's one night that was really bad, and just kind of go through that and just get all the bad stuff done with, front and center. And then tomorrow, we will do the good stuff, talk about the good things that have happened to me during 2021. So, sorry, I have a bag full of garbage, all trash, wrappers and stuff. Anyways, let's get on with it. So, now this goes back to February of 2021. This goes back to February. So, what happened was I wasn't like depressed or anything, but I just kind of started feeling sorry about this one girl I used to have a crush on back in middle school. And what happened was, because there was like some things that have happened, with me moving, just kind of some like blocking problems that happened on my old Instagram, and then all sorts of things kind of gotten out of hand. And then I got those feelings, like I started thinking about her during February, and I just simply fell down, kind of in like to depression, but I wasn't depressed at all. But I just was having thoughts of missing her, which at that point I really don't anymore, because, oh well. But I was gonna, apologize, but I couldn't. She didn't respond. It sucked, but oh well. That happened in the past, so now let's fast forward to May 1st of 2021, which is about the same girl. Now, the day was pretty good, May 1st of 2021 was, already good, it was good for me. It was such a good day. I went to my grandma and grandpa's to celebrate my grandfather's 78th birthday, but his 78th birthday wasn't until the 5th of May that year. But we went up there to celebrate his birthday, and then lo and behold, that girl I was just talking about, well, ended up being her 16th birthday that day. Or I never know, maybe her birthday might have been a day prior, but they just did the whole party the next day. Who knows? I don't, and I really don't care, because y'all know me. I really don't care. But simply, here's where the problem gets at, but this is where the problem starts. So, I have like tons of Instagram accounts. I have my obvious main Instagram, which is under my name, Jake McCormick, and then I have all sorts of makeshift accounts, which on my makeshift accounts, I'm just posting nothing but like Spider-Man, because I got nothing really better to post. But yeah, simply, the girl that I used to have a crush on, one of her friends, was there obviously on her 16th birthday. Now, she didn't invite all of her friends. She only invited like the closest friends. And ugh. But anyways, what happened is that I took one of my makeshift accounts, which I ended up having to throw under my name due to the whole situation I put myself into. Here's what happened. I commented something positive, and this is the one thing she does. She just retracts that comment. Now, it was a positive comment. Don't get me wrong. It was positive, and she just removes it, which is ridiculous. She retracts, like, one of the most positive comments ever, which is a bunch of bunkers. Yeah. I mean, she just literally retracted, like, one of the positive comments. But oh well. some people are some people, and then she also removed me as a follower, and that's where the problem started. I flipped out, and for a whole week I was so pissed. I ended up talking to this one girl I used to go to school with, who was actually there on that girl I used to have a crush on, her 16th party. She was there, and I ended up having to message her on one of my makeshift accounts. Just tell her how everything's been. Like I told her, the reason why you don't see me at your school is because I moved during COVID and stuff. Because COVID has really messed me up with a lot of things. Kind of like mentally, inside of me, I'm kind of messed up from COVID. I mean, I haven't caught COVID myself, but like a lot of things happened during COVID that have really messed me up, and that's just one of them. And so yeah, and simply I was making posts and stuff. And then when I was flipping out, I was like, man, I shouldn't comment on girls' posts anymore, or at least maybe people I went to school with. So, or at least at that time. But I stopped commenting on posts after that because it was just too much. I'll talk about that when May 1st comes. But simply, it wasn't fun. And then another bad time, and this is kind of like the last really bad thing that happened during 2021. This actually was Halloween. So now I probably shouldn't talk about this, but I'm going to do it anyway. But here's what happened. So I don't do trick-or-treating anymore. 2017 was the last year I trick-or-treated. 2018, I just passed out candy. Because to me, it's just simply, I'm getting old. I mean, I can still trick-or-treat if I want to, but I choose not to do it because, I kind of don't care about Halloween anymore. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. I really don't care about Halloween. I really don't. So simply, I was passing out candy, and this little kid walked into my house. And if this little kid didn't walk into my house, everything could have been prevented. Halloween would have been good, but because of that one little kid, it just... But here's what happened. My mom ended up telling the dad that I would do the same thing, because y'all know me. I like vacuums. As y'all can see by the 2 pistols I got. Simply what happened is that my mom ended up telling the guy, saying, he used to go inside to people's houses during Halloween, and he would... asked him where the vacuum was. I'm like, Mom, what is wrong with you? I kind of flipped out a bit and I apologized about it. And then my dad's like, these people don't know you. And so for that, it kind of messed up my night. My face turned red. I didn't even want to wear my Spider-Man mask anymore. Yeah. That's how it got me, dude. That's really how it actually got me, man. Because, number one, it was like good until that very moment. Till my mom said something, and then when my dad got on to me for it, that really messed up my night. And actually, most of my anger was on my mom. Most of the anger was on my mom, and less of it was on my dad. And my dad ended up coming back from trick-or-treating with my little brother, or at least helping him out, helping everyone out. He came back to the house and asked, do you want us to sit outside and pass candy out with me? I'm like, no. And as a result, I gave up. I went inside. I went to the bathroom and took a shower. And then I had moments where I was crying and hyperventilating. And I actually wanted to lash out at my mom, just to give her a piece of my mind, but I didn't do that. And who knows how that would have ended. And so simply I made posts about my mom. She got mad at me. And she made me make a post about it and tell everyone I'm sorry, but I eventually deleted it because I didn't really want it up there anyways. I mean, I could have simply told my mom I'm doing it, and I could have simply said I'm not sorry at all. But oh well, I had to, just do what she said just to put an end to her. So, I mean, not to put an end to her life, no. Just to put an end to all that shit so she can just shut the fuck up about it. But anyways. And then when I would cry, sometimes I would actually hyperventilate. And then the next day, because that night was so traumatizing. It actually it continued into the next day, when I was just sitting down, or not really sitting down. I'm sorry. Just throughout the day, I was not me. I just wanted the whole day to come to an end because it was so bad. Like, Halloween was so bad. Once it came to an end, it all continued into the next day. And and I ended up actually kind of yelling at this one kid because, I mean, this kid, he always complains about stuff I do because I'm always talking to my friends. He just sits there and complains. I don't like him. I don't even know if he has friends anyways. Oh well. If he doesn't have friends, I probably know why. He probably complains too much. Anyways, simply what happened is that I was talking to one of my, I simply told people that I simply didn't care about my mom, really. I mean, I never really been a big fan of my mom because there's just been so many things that have happened. But I've forgiven my mom now. So we move on. So we moved on, or at least I have. And then as a result, what happened was I was talking to some people, some of my friends of mine, or at least some kids I talked to a lot in science, about it. And then he just goes, ugh. And you could really see the anger in me. I'm like, oh, shut up. And I end up going up to him. I'm like, oh, shut up. For one day. You do this every day. You know, if you were there, you would have been able to see all the anger I had. Yeah. Even though that really didn't have anything to do of making my, one of the bad parts. It was just one night was so bad it continued into the next day. And, yeah. And also, one thing is I don't like my social skills teacher. You know. He's not cool at all. But nevertheless, maybe I can make a video about him, but I choose not to do that. Anyways, see you guys in the next video, and keep on flipping.